It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 1079. I am Moran The Man, back in full effect. And it's always a privilege and a pleasure when I get to chop it up with people that's out here doing their thing. And I got a new artist that's on the come up, y'all.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of celebrities out there with the name Shine. You know, we got Sean Garrett.
Oh, yeah.
We got Shawn Michaels.
That's the GOAT there.
Shawn Michaels the GOAT?
Yeah, that's the GOAT there.
You think so?
Yeah.
What about Big Sean?
Big Sean, yeah, Big Sean, cool. I rock with Big Sean.
Okay. Well, we got Lil Shwxn in the building,
Yeah,
y'all.
man. Hey, and listen, I'm a junior. That's why my name is Lil. I'm a real Lil Shwxn. Yeah,
so
I'm
you
a real
your daddy's
Lil
son
Shwxn.
for real.
Exactly.
That's a little man. So, you know, first, you know, mental check, scale from 1 to 10. How's your mental? How's your spirit? How's Lil Shwxn doing, man?
Oh, man, I'm at a 10 right now. I am enjoying my life and, you know, the success that, you know, my song is getting right now, you know, radio, social media and everything. You know, I'm just, you know, trying to soak up the moment.
Absolutely, man. You taking in everything one day at a time?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
absolutely.
Trying to stay healthy.
Good for you. You got to take care of yourself because I can only imagine what, you know, the feeling of having a record that's like actually buzzing could do to somebody. You know what I mean? And your record is like literally going crazy. Like before I even got the request to do this, I've heard your record. Like I've heard.
For real?
Like, I've seen on TikTok.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
You really got you something in the tuck, man. And one thing that I can say that I do like about what you're doing, I feel like you're doing something in a very respectfully refreshing way. Like what you've been done, like what you're doing, it's been done before, but you're doing it in your way, in a very modern way.
What goes around comes around. It's 2025. It's hard to be 100% original, you know. But I am really, you know, inspired by, you know, the older days and the newer days. So I just brung them both together and making me right now. And with my music, I want to be energized, fun, and happy. Like everything's so dark right now. It's time to bring some light to it.
Absolutely. It's time to bring that party back for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, man. So Lil Shwxn, man, you are from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis is a place like so many people have come out of that place. Even before, like, well, I'll say this. When St. Louis really, really broke through on the hip-hop scene, it kind of felt like it was like a forgotten gem, especially in the Midwest. Because, you know, Chicago was going crazy.
No, Chicago was going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then St. Louis just exploded out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So talk to us about your life coming up in St. Louis. What was it like for you?
Trying to stay out of trouble. You know, that's the main thing. And I'm sure that ain't just St. Louis. You know, trouble is everywhere. But with St. Louis being so small, it's easier to get into the wrong things, the wrong crowds. So, you know, you just got to avoid it. You know, be a kid when you're a kid. Have fun. You know, you go run into some obstacles that you got to handle, that you got to deal with, but that's how you learn in life.
Absolutely.
And yeah, St. Louis is one of them places. If you got a problem, you going to have to confront that problem one of them days real soon. So, yeah, but it's great because if you can survive in St. Louis, I feel like you can survive anywhere.
It's really like that in St. Louis for real?
I ain't saying, I mean, yeah, but it's St. Louis.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't know.
It's the Lou. What you hear is what it is. You know, but like it got good parts and it got its bad parts. But like I said, you gotta know when to step away. Don't always go looking for problems because it's gonna find you.
Oh, yeah, for real.
It's gonna find you. That's it. Everybody cool there though.
Yeah.
They cool.
That's what it is. I mean, he said there. No, wait, say there. I just want to
say there.
Say it. There we go.
That don't even sound right. It sound like I don't even think it got that many syllables. There.
I got an accent my damn self. So
I don't even be realizing we got an accent to people be like, where you from? You from? Yeah, I'm from St. Louis. I could tell. You can tell. I can't tell.
Okay, say there the way you would say it.
Oh, I say there.
There we go. You're from St. Louis, damn it. You're from St. Louis. St. Louis is in the building. We get a full effect, man. So what was it that made you say you wanted to step in the booth? Like, what was it?
Well, I started rapping when I was 11. You know, I was put into a group.
Yeah.
I was put into a group as that I want to do music. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then, you know, seeing other artists do their thing, you know, as kids and everything, like, yo, that's something that I feel like I could do that. I could do that. And of course, everybody want, you know, popularity. Yeah. So, you know, that was one of the main things, popularity and girls. That was, let's start rapping.
Well, yeah, man. Like, you know, is it true that, like, it's okay if you do, because I'm not going to sit up here and act like he's not a legend. Yeah. Is it true that Lil Bow Wow is one of your goats?
Yeah. I'm giving Bow his flowers.
He deserves them.
Hey, it's crazy, though. A lot of people ain't doing it. Listen, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm giving Bow his flowers. Bow is, yo, he paved the way.
He did.
He did. That's what he did. He showed you how to be a star.
He really did.
If
Lil
you
Bow
don't-
Wow's a legend. Like,
Yeah, I know.
He is a legend.
I
He
know.
is.
And he need to act like it. That's what he need. For real, it's time to Bow, act like it.
Yes.
Show him that you a legend. Stop being humble.
Nah, for real.
Stop being humble, man. Go get what you deserve. But yeah, Bow showed me how to be a star.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
The
I can
movies,
respect that.
everything.
I can respect it. Well, like, what was it about his music, or was it his music? Was it the brand? Like, what was it about?
It was everything about him. You know what I'm saying? He had the braids, you
Yeah.
know, back
We
in
all
the
got braids 'cause of Bow Wow.
exactly, the
We
Allen
all-
Iverson braids.
Right.
You know, Allen Iverson was a little too older for us, but when
Right.
Bow came out, he was like Allen Iverson. He got the the zigzag braids. He got the cool jerseys, all the cool clothes. He got the paw print chain. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. When it's time, I'm buying me one. I want me one. I need a paw print chain because I wanted one as a kid.
Right.
I wanted one as a kid.
Right.
So it's like he had everything. His music was up tempo. You know, like how I want to do with my music.
Right.
And he had stage presence. That was the thing about Bow.
Right.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
So,
man.
like, I got to give Bow his flowers.
Yeah, totally. So the average person who's never been to St. Louis, like, what is something that they got to get into if they've never been there? Like, what's a place they got to go?
Oh, you got to try Chinese food.
Y'all got good Chinese food in St. Louis.
Yeah, we got real good Chinese food. You know, in
Is it
the hood.
actually, like, is it made by Chinese people, or is it?
Yeah, it's made. They got something made by China. It's like a recipe. It's like a recipe. So yeah, you know, you got to go to the hood though to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, you can't go out there, you know, bougie and all that. You go get that light skinned mall rice.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta come down to the hood where, yeah, you know, they might not have the best grade in the window, but the food. So
I feel you.
you bet it is what it is. But you know, we known for our pizza spot emos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we known for food more than.
Yeah.
than,
I remember
you
the show
know.
Welcome to Sweetie Pies.
Yeah,
Went crazy.
Sweetie Pies. I think Sweetie Pies gone if I ain't.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, Sweetie Pies.
I used to watch that show and everything.
Yeah, I
Damn.
think they ran into some trouble with some. I don't know.
Say less. Say less.
Yeah. Shout out Sweetie Pies though.
Yeah, that's what it is. What do you think are like some misconceptions of St. Louis artists? Like, what do you think would be like some things that people maybe have wrong about y'all from the outside looking in?
Man, I don't know because it's, you know, I don't really trip off people's opinions because opinion is how you feel.
That
So,
part.
you know, I ain't gonna say you wrong or right. Some people say St. Louis artists or followers. You know, St. Louis want to be like Chicago. We want to be like us. And some artists might be trying to be like Chicago. I don't know. But if you influenced by that, you know, do what you got to do to get where you got to go.
Right.
Like I said, it's hard to be original. It's hard to be original nowadays. If you get something original, like, hey, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. But man, St. Louis, we go do us. We ain't gonna trip off what nobody say.
Yeah. No,
That's just how
real.
we don't care.
Yeah. I mean, even when it comes, like, you know, you saying it's hard to be original, I would say there's nothing wrong with paying homage. There's nothing wrong with paying homage. Because, I mean, you know, even like with what you're doing in your video with Yungeen Ace, it's like, okay, you got the Band-Aid.
And
you
it's
got
crazy.
You got the Band-Aids on your face. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
it's wild because that wasn't homage to Nelly.
It wasn't? You just did it?
No, that
Oh,
was
wow.
that was football.
Oh, that went over my head because I saw the girl. Hey,
No,
I'm
that
thinking,
was
went over my
homage to Deion Sanders. I had on a Deion Sanders jersey.
You did?
Yeah, you know, so I put the football paint. That wasn't Band-Aids.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't Band-Aids.
That looked like
yeah.
it went over my head.
It wasn't even that deep though. You know what I'm saying? It was just for, you know, bringing something to the video.
Yeah.
That's
But you
literally
did
all
have
it
on a
was.
big ass jersey though. The jersey was.
See, but and what's crazy? That's not homage.
What you mean? Break it down.
I'm not. I wear the type of clothes I like.
Yeah.
If I want to put on skinny jeans, I'm gonna put on skinny jeans. If I want to wear baggy clothes, I'm gonna wear baggy clothes. I never stopped wearing baggy clothes. People used to talk about me. I'm talking about 5 years ago when everybody was running around in the super skinny jeans, the gallery department, and all of that stuff. I still I like oversized clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Right.
I was in a rap group called JGE Retro. I like retro stuff. I like vintage shopping. I like going thrifting.
So you was just doing you.
I'm just literally doing me.
That's good
and
to know.
And
Break that down.
everybody in the comments, yo, he trying to bring that 2000s back. And I be like, that's cool, but that ain't what I'm doing.
Well, that is technically what you're doing.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, that ain't what I'm going for,
I mean,
though.
you're from St. Louis.
Yeah.
We know what Nelly and St. Lunatics and all them did. I mean, I feel like that anybody would have thought that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I ain't mad at it. Like I say, that your opinion is your opinion. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, for giving me the attention, that I need for this, but I'm literally not shooting a music video or going to do an interview like, yo, you know what? I'm going to dress like Nelly from back in the day. I ain't doing that. Like, nah. I got on the bandana right now. People be like, oh, you trying to be chingy. Nah.
And you from St. Louis.
That's another thing. Like, no, man, I ain't doing it. I just, I'm rocking a bandana for one to represent my mama. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I ain't trying to, I'm just doing me, man.
Talk about that. What's up with your mom?
Oh, well, my mom passed away in 2005. She passed away from leukemia. So, and the color of leukemia is orange. That's why I represent orange. I got the orange watch, the orange cases. So I'm branding.
There we go.
I'm branding right now. Everything I do, I feel like need a meaning behind it because that's how you touch the people. That's how you get them to relate to you. So, as far as music and everything, like if I'm rapping about a girl dancing, it need to have some kind of substance to it. That's why I did Leave how I did Leave, a story.
Yeah, we go.
We need a story. So, and then if I do a relationship song, it need to be I'm going to stay on topic.
There we go.
And so I'm all about branding because that's what's going to keep me afloat longer than anything.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. Like even with your music, you Leave, it really is a story.
Yeah.
Like it really, it's like a story about a party. It feels like an actual party. And we've had these conversations with multiple people. A lot of people feel like that's what's missing. Like a lot of people. Go ahead.
No, it is what's missing. Like it ain't like what's missing. It is what's missing. That lane is wide open, and that's why I'm attacking it. And once again, I've been doing music for a while.
Yeah.
I never stopped doing this kind of music because everybody was doing drill music, this kind of music. Like I rock with it. Like I like some of the songs. I like Chief Keef, 2012, like all that, yeah. Old Block, all of them, man, they was tight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I never stopped doing the kind of music I like because it's what I like.
There we go.
So with Leave being a party record and a lot of my music, if I sat down and played you a lot of my music, man, I got crazy range when it comes to songs. Like, yo, you would never expect, this kind of music coming from me. But I definitely think hip hop is missing the fun and people dancing again in the clubs and can't wait. Like, when you heard Juvenile for the 99 and 2000, when they like, yo, when that came on, Project Chick and all of that, like, yo, it was a different feeling. Now you just in the club, everybody, it sound like one big song. It sound like one big song. It's all got the same tempo, same flow, same words, everything. And I ain't knocking it. Right. I'ma just do me though. Yeah. It's time. And it might be hard for me to break through that. It is what it is, but once I break through, it's over. Yeah. It's over.
It's coming, man. It's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. How'd you get Yungeen Ace on it, of all people?
Man, real simple. Instagram DM to his manager. That was literally, that simple. And it's crazy that you say of all people because I went through a lot of people. They gave us a bunch of, runarounds, said that they don't know how to do the record, couldn't do the record. And it's not that hard. Maybe am I that good that I could just write a story and you can't write a story? I think music being on topic is easier than just rapping all over the place. Because you know what you got to say. You know what you got to talk about. Right. So, we went through that. It maybe took like a year to get somebody to do this record. And Ace, he did it. Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Yungeen Ace. What was it like cooking up with him? Like just meeting him in person? Like what was that?
No,
like?
It was cool, man. I was telling my manager, I'm like, yo, man, I ain't nobody. Some people, that's just how I look at. That's how I look at me. Like, I ain't made it to where I, gonna make it shit.
Gotta act like
you feel me? No, you do gotta act like it, but I also, with me and my team, we gotta understand where we are at the time. We deal in reality. Yeah. We deal in reality.
Logical.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm think I'm more than what I am, I ain't gonna work. It's hard, to get to that spot that I need to get to. But so, I'm like, yo, man, I hope he don't come with an ego. Some people be in there with egos, like, man, I'm here, man, do my job, leave. And once Ace got there, he was cool. He even after he shot his part, he hung around, talked, cool. I bought some clothes from his brother and everything. Just supportive. you know, just showing love. But yeah, shout out Ace, man.
That's necessary.
Mhm.
Man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do now, because you from St. Louis,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna play a little game, man.
Here we
play a little
go.
game to test your St. Louisness. All right.
Mhm.
So this is what we finna do, man. This is what we about to do, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna call this "Finish These Lines." The
Here we
St.
go.
Louis edition. The St. Louis edition. All right. You from St. Louis?
I be in my own bubble. Let's get it.
All right. So we're gonna start off. Let's start off real easy. All right.
Real easy.
Real easy. Pay, I love you.
You my everything. Shout out Sexy Red.
All right.
Shout out Sexy Red.
How Sexy Red shaped St. Louis?
How she shaped St. Louis?
Like how has she shaped the city? Like what are some things that she's done as far as like
I
impacting
mean-
y'all city?
I mean, Sexy Red is literally being herself. That's what I'm saying about St. Louis. We don't care. Everybody judging Sexy Red. I don't know her personally like
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't never like talked to her, nothing like that. But just from outside looking in, it seems like she got that St. Louis mentality where, man, I don't care what nobody say, I don't care what nobody think. I'ma do me.
Yeah, and that's
I'ma
why
do
she
me.
winning.
Yeah.
And that's why I was working.
Yeah.
All right. So we got another one. All right. I like the way you do that.
Right there.
Chingy, man. Chingy was one of the ones out of St. Louis. What was it like being a kid listening to Chingy, man?
Another inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, yo, somebody in my city is doing it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They making it happen. They on a mainstream level.
Mm.
Like, once again, people say what they want to say about Chingy.
Mm-hmm.
Chingy went multi-platinum.
That first album is classic.
Chingy went multi-platinum. Oh, and everything. So, you know, I rock with Chingy. You know, even to this day, like, yo, we can hit up Chingy, like, yo, man. And he could give you some good advice.
Yeah.
He could give you some good advice, yo. So, yeah, Chingy, you know, right there.
All right. So this one might be somewhat of a curveball because we ain't heard this one in a minute, man. Do your chain.
Hang low, throw wobble to the floor. Yo, Jibs my guy. Jibs my guy. He's another one that, you know, he's real humble.
Yeah.
I rock with Jibs. Yeah, watching him break out like, yo, we still cracking. St. Louis still cracking. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jibs got it, man. That's the homie.
All right, man. We got three more, man. No, we got three more. All right, this one might be a curveball.
You said the other one would be a curveball.
This one might. Okay, all right. This ain't a rapper. Well, he a single rapper. I'm too fucking grown.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, Smino, bro.
Hey, man, listen. I'm always keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100.
Smino, bro.
Hey, I don't listen to Smino. I don't listen to Smino.
Smino.
It ain't. Hey, Smino.
Y'all would go crazy, though.
You think so?
I think so.
I ain't gonna lie. I like his look. I like his look. He got that baggy clothes look that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And once again, he's a person that didn't stop doing the style of clothes that he liked because it was a new trend coming out. He stuck with what he know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely I know that. But when it comes to me, I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't listening to Smino like that. So you got me with that one. Stomped me.
You got to
Stomped me.
Okay, so this is the comeback round. You gonna come back with these two because you know you were 3-1. All right. What the hood gonna be?
See, y'all don't need no hook on this beat. Hey, Murph Dirt, man. Listen,
Absolutely.
Listen, they on tour right now too, man. I'm mad I ain't gonna be able to see a show because I want to see Murph.
Yeah.
Murph was my favorite lunatic.
You think so? He's probably one of the most underrated rappers ever.
Yeah, Murph could go. Like Murph a rapper. Murph a rapper. And then he was the youngest of the crew, so you know, I felt like I was, you know, could be a little more closer to Murph than anybody. And then Murph was just swaggy, like with it. Like, I don't know, Murph was cold. That's my favorite tick though.
All right, man. Last one, man. You gotta get this.
You gotta get something good.
All right, bro. I'm a sucker for cornrows.
He even got it wrong. He talking about manicure toes, and he was wrong. He don't even know the lyrics. Oh man, that was too easy. That was too easy. You had to think of a different one for that one. That was a little too easy.
All right, so this is the last one. I'm pretty sure you're gonna kill this one, man, because this was like one of the illest bars to ever come from a St. Louis artist. I'm so St. Louis.
asked my tattooist, I was like the water boy. Now they saying you can do it.
That was the one, boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, Murph is that guy. I just asked him. I said, "Yo, you think the Atlanta remix Murph verse was like one of the best Murphy Lee verses ever?"
That's one of the best verses
in hip hop.
In hip hop, Murphy Lee's verse on Welcome to Atlanta.
On Welcome to Atlanta.
That is one of the best verses. Period.
I ain't gonna lie, and he represented. He definitely had the best verse on the song. I don't care what nobody say.
Oh, for sure.
He had the best verse on the song. Murph went crazy. Sure. Murph went crazy, man. Yeah, Murph another one that deserved his flowers. But once again, he too humble. He too humble. Murph is too cool and all of that. Bow too cool. Like I want them to. That's how you told me you gotta know you the man. They didn't did it. So now I feel like they deserve to be like, yo, I'm him. Bow still doing Millennium too. I mean, I could go on all day, man. Let's shout out Murph and Bow, dude.
That's what it is, Kane. That's what it is. So what's next for you, man? It's 2025. We in the second quarter, man. What else can we expect from you, G?
I plan on dropping one more single and an EP.
Okay.
That's what I want to do, you know, and a bunch of content, you know, linking up with people because social media is hand in hand with music nowadays. You know, you got to, like I was speaking on the brand, you got to have the brand going. You feel me? So I want to link up with people. Like I got my dog right here, Kobe. You know, he from Atlanta. Well, he's from St. Louis.
Okay.
He live in Atlanta right now. So, you know, that's my dog right now.
Right.
But yeah, he just, you know, we go do some YouTube videos, you know, keep getting my face out there. You know, I'm trying to get deal with catalog and stuff like that. That's what I'm on. But yeah, single and the EP, do some shows and keep in touch with the fans.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you on all your success, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
You definitely on your way there, man.
Yeah, man. I ain't stopping.
Yeah, that's
I ain't stopping. I'm going.
For sure, man. So Lil Shwxn at closing. You know, I always like to just ask my guests just to leave off with some just positive words and just positive vibes. Talk to the people that's trying to get like you, man.
Listen, if you're trying to get to where I am, stay focused, chase your dream, keep your passion for whatever you want to do. Don't let nobody stop you. I know y'all hear that a lot, but I am literally a living example of that. I've been doing this for so long, but if I gave up, I would not be in this chair right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I am Lil Shwxn.
Hey, man, Lil Shwxn in the building, man. Make sure y'all stream that record. Run it up. Yeah. Hey, man. Thank you for pulling up.
No, thanks for having me.
Oh, gee, man. It's Atlanta's #1 hip hop station, Hot 107.9. I am Moran The Man. Lil Shwxn in the building, man. What's happening?